says, his bright gaze drilling mine from across the corridor. "Is that what has garnered your attention? A lure strong enough to pull you out of your constant sulking?" My silence is his answer. Anything I say could invite further inquiry, and this female is not a subject I wish to discuss with Garrick, or anyone else for that matter. Although there's no denying that conversing with a Silas is aggravating regardless. I rove my gaze over his features, taking in the smooth scales that completely cover him, and reflect the moonlight whenever he shifts from one foot to the other. That natural body armor, along with his venoms, make him a worthy opponent. He's a slippery bastard, though, in both his maneuvers and his words, just like the rest of his kind. Their penchant for barbs and thinly veiled threats isn't new, but they've grown more hostile with our captivity. Even so, he's confirmed the female isn't a hallucination, and it renders the sharpness of his insults dull. Nothing and no one can dampen my anticipation, not even the scaly bastard provoking me. "Do you think I can't see how eager you are for a mere glance of her?" The side of Garrick's mouth quirks, as does one of his brows. "I must admit, I want to see this new species as well. Her scent is unlike anything I've come across. I can say with certainty she's not a Morja, nor a Silas." "Thank fate for that small reprieve," I mutter. He laughs, and it's more of a hissing noise than anything. "Finally, there's the internal fire you pride yourself on. Given your withdrawn countenance, I thought you were such a poor example of what the Morjas stand for." "Quiet, or the guards will come." The Silas narrows his gaze. "I don't fear them." When I shoot him a look of disbelief, his glower morphs into a smirk. "Their death sticks are a different matter. You know as well as I do that if they didn't have their precious weapons, any of the Tulgan pitted against me in the arena would be slaughtered." "So you say." The Silas hisses, and his forked tongue briefly flicks out from between his fangs. "So I know. My skill has only improved." He pauses and tilts his head, a glint reflecting from both his gaze and scales. "You will learn soon enough, Morja. It won't be too long before we are paired in the arena and fighting to the death. Although ending your life is too lenient considering all that you're responsible for, I shall do this as a courtesy since we both served as commanders together. You could consider it an act of friendship." Unwilling to let this challenge, however caustic, go unanswered, I turn to fully face him. "We'll certainly fight, but in the end, you'll do it to stay alive, and I will kill you. I won't allow anything to stand in the way of my freedom or revenge." I inhale and release the breath now full of frustration. The female's scent has waned, so my chances of seeing her have lessened significantly. I clench my fist and release it, extending my claws and retracting them. The small shaft of light pouring through the window gleams off of their black crescent shapes. There's no disputing they are weapons. Lately, I have used them more times for offense than defense, but that is of no consequence. Staying in the middle of the ranks is paramount, as is finding this newcomer, this female who has my instincts heightened like never before, who has my blood blazing with something other than the heat of battle. It's the heat of lust.
Chapter 1. Ember. The Present. "This warrior is your assignment," the Tulgan says, extending a green hand. The two human women next to me stiffen, and my eyes widen until they dry out, forcing me to blink. I drag my gaze from Ramik, the orc-like alien, to do a quick assessment of the room.